Yes. Okay, we are here again. You're back. You're at the Wednesday. We're about to open in 30 seconds. We already took a smooth sell side here, so let's quickly go over. So yesterday and Monday I wasn't here, so I wasn't trading. Look at the 1 hour here. It's not been as clean on the 1 hour. We did took previous week low. So if you go to the weekly, we see that we took previous week low. And yeah, we're still on all-time high. So yeah, you could say we're gonna go higher again. You could say we're gonna maybe go deeper because look how far expansion we got. So we could also go into consolidation. Those are two things that could happen, of course. And yeah, we now kind of like sort of like a not as smooth area. So quickly look at the daily. We have the daily volume balance here. We in if they high. I marked this CE wick. So if you're gonna go high, that's a potential target. And if lower, then we have CE of this wick. You have this low, and you have this gap here. And we will probably then go further inside the weekly gap. But now I'm more leaning towards higher, but I would say I'm not as confident today because I can frame both sides really good. So that makes it a little bit difficult. But yeah, for now, short term here, I would say this high is probably next. And then we have this wick right here. So I have this 1 hour gap here. And that's kind of giving me, if we go below this, then we probably are going to go take and make another low of the week. But for now, I'm looking at previous week, previous day high. That's here. And then maybe this big CE. Quickly go to dollar. Dollar has just been going up, so yeah, that's fine. With this old near the opening gap, we have like a little price that's not traded to. I expect it to go trader. I would trade on this here, this high with this near the opening gap. Will not determine me for me if I'm gonna go continue or first go towards this gap here, this suspension block here. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at on dollar. So I'm bullish today on dollar. So that doesn't help higher as well for NQ, of course. So I've I have some contradictions. Let's say it like that, and it's not easy today. First, I had in mind this is like a old new opening gap of Tuesday, and this is the new week opening gap. This orange. So we trade down into the and also the daily volume balance that you saw. So we're looking at this. Now we touched the high. We took sell side here. So we took sell side here. That was my plan, which still for me are more in the market make a buy. So I'm more looking for previous day high than lower. Okay. So your previous day here. Previous day's high is there. Let's see what the RTH for now is completely open. Could I go short today? Yes. Could I go long today? Yes. So I could do both sides of the market. When I don't have clear bias, I could go both sides. I just have a rule, only 2 trades today, and if I lose 2, then I'm done. Would I go long here? No, there's no gap here. You could mark this CE of the wick. Immediately trade it for it, and this CE of the wick. So that's kind of like your gray pool. To CE of the wicks, and we straight go for it. That's completely fine because yeah, I'm not gonna go long here because ES is not showing me anything. YM isn't showing me anything. Dollar is now just waiting a little bit. So if lower on the ES, we have also a target on the lower end, and that's just the previous day low here. Take previous week low. I had this gap in mind that if we're gonna go below this gap, then I'm probably gonna look for lower prices. But if you stay above it, I also marked this change state of delivery right here. We stayed above the CE here, as you see. Here the CE, we couldn't get bodies below that. So that indicates to me that we are not as weak as we are. And if you're gonna go below this gap, then I'm pretty sure we are gonna go hint for some lows here. So this could be your first percentage gap. So yeah, ES already traded into that 1 hour gap that I was talking about on NQ here. And a little bit cleaner here on ES. We have the daily wick here as well. This one I marked. Keep an eye out on there. And yeah, we taken some sell side a little bit more than NQ did. Inverse this gap here. So that's the first percentage of the day. Okay, so there's not particularly good entry for me here, but I would say this is good. Just straight down to the upper quadrant. If the high is really inside here. And then then the key levels that you're looking at is the new day opening gap over here. The RTH high, the opening price of the day, that's a really good one. And then of course you have the quadrants on this first percentage. You could mark that as well. If you now go below this RTH high, then I'm not as confident for higher. Because yeah, we have S&P here on the upside. We have traded in the new recovery gap. Couldn't touch the E here. RTH low here. Couldn't get to the upper quadrant here. It's the macro. Dollar is bullish. Bias isn't really there. We took previous day high in this new recovery gap. RTH of today is still open. We do have that 1 hour gap here. That I would say that's a good partial if you were in. Looking at the daily, you could argue both. I'm not mad at the short here. I'm gonna go short here. Put my stop here. Still micro again. I'm gonna look for a closure on the RTH. I really want to see it stay in the low portion. If it's gonna close in the upper portion, I probably gonna go out already. Again, my stop is above the CE here. Kind of on that CE here. Take it here. So is this the highest probability setup? Probably not. Is the setup I'm gonna take? Yes. This is as this simple. And if I'm wrong here, I'm just gonna wait a little bit more, and I'm allowed one more trade, and then after that I'm done. So I'm not gonna overtrade and revenge trade here. If I'm wrong right here and it goes higher, I could maybe a little bit wait for a market line and then to maybe go long towards that. Again, that daily VIX E, but for now I'm just short. I'm thinking the market's gonna go lower, so I'm just gonna focus on that. Yeah, so it's not the most clean trade. Let's say it like that. It's really high resistance. Really a lot of back and forth. So yeah, you could say go out of the trade, but because I'm seeing dollar going higher, so yes going lower, why I'm going lower, everything is aligning. So I'm not worrying too much. Yeah, we're in really high resistance liquidity, and we just took a high here a little bit, not by much. In this type of conditions where we are like going a lot of back and forth, really having a hard time. When we just take a high, we don't even have to take it like by a large amount. Just take it by a little and go back inside of the range. And then you have kind of like go from the high towards this PVT high. Then we have the CE here around my buy limit there, around the RTH close. Suspension broke. Then we're looking at ES at that sell set, as I said, and dollar at that close of the new day opening gap, old new day opening gap. Took the low there. Now I want to see speed. And I'm going to move my stop towards my first stop movement towards this high here. Take that low and I want to see speed and not go back. But yeah, now it's still in the low portion, but doesn't look that good. Now we get stopped. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I didn't expect that. So we just traded down inside this 1 hour gap. I wanted if lower, I wanted to close below it. We didn't. Yeah, it really goes with speed here. That's good. That's fine. Simply wrong right here on this move lower. For me, it doesn't need to take down this low or go all the way here, but I thought maybe just a little RTH close here. Which is high here. The Monday high. So I have this gap here. So a good gap for me. I want to see if higher. I want to see this really as a breakaway. Shouldn't go here. Took this low. Market structure shift. There. Went inside of this gap. Staying inside of the upper portion here of the new wick opening gap. Dollar also went lower. Prefer to close above that daily inversion for really to go be confident again. For a long. Like if you look at dollar, look at this, how fast it went. Bam. Like we did takes a lot of liquidity here. Like this, I marked this here, this smooth edges here. I'm thinking about a Monday high. So here's a Monday high. This is that CE of that wick. I'm gonna see it go through that if higher. Here towards this high, that's your measuring gap. If it was going into inside of this inversion, then I would probably go in. I could simply see it both ways, as I said, and that makes it less probability. And you could say then not trade. I really saw it go and move together. I saw dollar going higher, and I was confident in maybe that high there. I was seeing ES going lower below that first presented. I saw YM going lower. So I was really confident, and I really needed to see speed for here. And with it close, we didn't do that. And immediately went bomb higher. There was a really fast candle. There's a measuring gap. I'm gonna buy one on this measuring gap. Now I'm gonna put my stop here on this low here. And I'm just gonna target this high. So yeah, again, this is measuring gap. I was simply wrong here. I think that we are gonna go higher from here. Is it maybe impulsive? Maybe a little bit.
I mean, I see dollar going lower, I see ES going higher, I see everything just going higher. That doesn't mean you have to chase going higher, but I just today it was just like a day. If this happened, then this. If this happened, then this. And kind of like the thing happened where okay, we're already closing in the lower portion. That's not good. So yeah, I was simply wrong on the lower side here. Didn't saw speed for this low. I decided that 1 hour gap, and now maybe wanted to see this high on the Monday. My stop is below the new week opening gap. It's on this rejection block right here, and I think it shouldn't be training back in there. Then it's really be gonna be done for me today. So for me, this is enough defense for not to go here. With this inversion, and with this gap, for me to go trade here, then it's done for me. I'm gonna journal it. I don't know if I'm gonna be happy about today. Yeah, I'm not agreeing with this trade. I think it's a little bit impulsive. I just want to go out here. I don't want to be in this trade anymore. I think it's not a good trade. It was a little bit impulsive for me. Measuring gaps gets. I got a chance here to go out a little bit with a little bit of a loss. My choice to go out. Okay, so I'm closing the trade one break even, a little bit in a loss. Would have gone 10 bucks less. I'm out of the trade because I'm simply not agreeing with what I did here. Could I trade today? Maybe. Should I do it? Maybe not. If I had to choose where it's gonna go, I would say this Monday high. With this 15-minute gap, if you inverse that gap, then we are probably gonna go lower during the day, maybe close to RTH today. We put enter London on close. So yeah, expectance is here.
Yeah, so today has ended. PM session here. I was looking for a PM long. I just couldn't get it because I saw that price is in a high resistance liquidity burn. As you see here, this is not what I'm gonna trade. You even saw like this wick here on 8, and then you saw like that's the FOMC minutes, and then the NQ didn't do it. Like a little bit of a smaller wick, didn't do that low share, so like a high resistance win here. And yeah, I will not be engaged with this price here. So yeah, today is done, and I have I have some things and to look back at, and I don't know. I don't think that today was my best trading day, but I also think that I did okay. I mean the second trade that I took wasn't maybe my best trade, but I'm not mad at it. Uh, Here went out break even. Eventually, it even went higher, close to the Monday high, failed it. So that's why I was looking for some sort of move higher again during the PM when we traded down inside of this 1 hour gap here, aligning with a daily fair gap high. But yeah, today is done, and hope you did have a great day. And yeah, till tomorrow Thursday.